Hello guys, today I got a brand new inflatable review. This is the 2008 6-foot airblown inflatable Winnie the Pooh with honey pot. Now this inflatable, I have a very interesting story to tell you with this one. So a couple years ago, I used to go to the school. Well, it doesn't really exist anymore. Funny story. Okay, bear with me, it's gonna be a long story here, so I went to the school in 5th grade, and I I know it was around the holiday seasons. Well, to be fair, it is a private school, but I went there, and they used to have some inflatables out. And the principal's name is Miss Angie. She owns all these inflatables. Now, when I saw them out there, I was like, oh, wow, this is so cool. And it was like all these cool Gemmy inflatables, and I'm like, holy crap. Oh yeah, you should have seen her collection. She actually has some pretty dang rare ones. Like, she had some rare ones. Like, she has some 2000s ones. She had some. She basically collected them from the very beginning, and it's very cool. She had the Peanuts train. Yeah, that Peanuts train, the 2010 one, still worked. She had the 2008 color changing light show, which I actually have, and she also had this Winnie the Pooh one. Obviously, she had like the fire hydrant minion, like the fire thing. Now remember this. Now keep in mind, the school is like kindergarten, pre-K to 12th grade, so there's gonna be some preschool ones here and there. So, and she even had the Thomas inflatable from 2010. Yeah, she even had that one. She also had a giant Frosty, a giant Carice. She even has the Halloween ones, like a giant Reaper and a couple dragons. And I mean, she even had a grabbing tree with a kaleidoscope, which somehow still worked. It was like that 2017 one. Well, unfortunately, that school definitely was an interesting one, because there were some bad things that happened. Like, there was this one kid, like in the preschool, that apparently one of the teachers, like, kind of abused a little bit, like, sexually touched this kid. Okay, I don't really want to get into details, but yeah, something really bad happened where the teacher was touching this one girl in bad areas. I don't want to talk about that, of course. And the school didn't report about it. And because of that, I don't know why they didn't. I don't think Miss Angie did this on purpose. Like, I don't think that she, like, meant any harm. She just kind of forgot to do it most of the time. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty serious. And then, of course, the people caught on to it. And yeah, the school unfortunately shut down because of that. So I realized that, and then I was asking for this Peanuts train one because I know how rare and awesome it is, and I really wanted it, and I actually almost got it. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. I seriously almost got it, but bad news. I unfortunately did not get it. But I even asked to send a letter to the principal to know how much I liked this stuff, and I wanted to get some of them to preserve them for the future. And I didn't know where these things were going, so I tried to ask about that, and she actually was very touched by it. She actually was very touched by this email that I did, so I was going to get the Peanuts train. Now here's the question you're probably asking. Where is the Peanuts train then? The school counselor got a little confused, and she didn't necessarily know where it was, and then she thought this thing was the Peanuts train. Yeah, how is this thing the Peanuts train? Yeah, she actually thought that. But I'm so grateful to have this thing, though. Like, this is still really cool, but I was so close, and I got scammed. I got scammed by this Winnie the Pooh. I mean, to be fair, it is a Gemmy, and and it's an inflatable. So I mean, I'm not gonna say it wasn't worth it, but I mean, I got scammed. And then I kept trying to report to school over and over, like, this isn't the train, and yeah, they were kind of shipping some stuff. And we, there's like three buildings, and there's like inflatables in like each of them, like Gemmy and trunks. And, in one of my storage units in the main classroom, like the middle school area, where I was at the time, that actually had a couple Jemmys in there, and I mean, there was like some Halloween ones, she had the life-size butler. Yeah, I actually found a life-size butler in there, and I also found a fog machine, two of them, new in the box, still in the box. So yeah, okay, I might be kind of an idiot for this, but I actually technically stole the fog machine thing. Okay, I don't know why I just said that, but it's out there now, so I can't really take it back. But yeah, I technically took it. I mean, to be fair, I asked my teacher upstairs if I could take any of it, and she actually said I could. So I didn't get any approval from the principal, but I at least got permission from the teacher, and I don't really care anyways. So yeah, and I kept asking her where the peanut train was, and then she was looking for the collection. I actually got two more, so that's pretty sweet. Unfortunately, one's worn out though, so that sucks. But the other works. The other one works, so that's cool. They're both actually store displays for Walmart in 2016, so that is really cool. I don't know how she got that, but anyways, I guess I don't really have much to say for this, for story-wise. It's a pretty wild story, but I did get some inflatables out of this, so I guess it wasn't totally bad. Unfortunately, this Winnie the Pooh, though, it's kind of wearing, though. It's kind of on its last legs. This thing doesn't really stand all that well. Has one of those weak 2004 for, like, 2008 fans. You know that generic 2007 and 8 fan? That really weak one that is on, like, a lot of 8-foots in like 2007 and 8. You know those? Well, that's exactly what this fan is, and it's pretty dang weak. But I guess for the size, it does the job. I know I haven't been talking much about the inflatable itself, but yeah. How is this better than the peanut train? Really? Like, even if it was a decent little design, how is this better from the peanut train? I got literally robbed. I don't even know where that went, but yeah. That was really unfortunate, because that thing goes for so much nowadays. Like, people who have it are like, I could have got for free. Think about that. I could have got that for free. Whatever. I'm at least grateful for having this one. Hey, I actually got some 7 inflatables for free. I mean, you can't say that about a lot of things. You don't see that every day. But anyways, I really don't have much else to say here. Let's inflate it. Only one light bulb's working. Yeah, it's pretty slow. Come on a minute. Let's give it some air. So there we go. That is the 6-foot Winnie the Pooh with honey pot. Now this one, I don't really remember. It did not come with a reminder. Only 2 of them came with the original box, by the way. So not all these technically came with the original box, but this is one of them that didn't. So yeah. So this one, it's in the best shape. Obviously, I mean you can see right through the thing. pretty bad. It's pretty see-through, which isn't a great thing. So is there any positives about this inflatable? Yes, I do think the design's very nice. I prefer the peanut strain over this thing any day, but what are you gonna do? But anyways, this thing does actually not inflate at all fully. Well, let me show you. So, actually, if you don't lean it, it just does that. I mean, you can see that head's pretty bad too. Yeah, this one's unfortunately one of those ones that are going. I'm really thankful to get any inflatables from this anyways. Now, I would sell them, honestly. They're not in good shape at all. Most of them aren't. Outside like 2 maybe are in good shape. But everything else is not in good shape, unfortunately. And honestly, I'm going to keep them. I'm going to keep these just because of the history of these things. It reminds me of good memories, like my school and all that. And it's pretty cool to preserve stuff like this because these things made people around that school very happy when they came in. Like, these were used for years. And, these do have a very special place in my heart. Just for that reason alone. The fact that I have anything from her collection is pretty awesome. And I don't necessarily want to get rid of it because this is like stuff that she preserved over the years, and I just think to throw it away is a little wrong. It's cool that Cornerstone actually had these, and it's cool I actually get a handful of the collection, which is nice. So even if these aren't in the great shape, still nice to have them anyways. I forgot to mention here, kind of a weird thing about these inflatables I realized. Oh, it only goes to some of them. But back in the day, you used to write Sharpie on here. Like it says, Winnie the Pooh. Has exclamation point there. She probably didn't keep the boxes and all that, and that's kind of what she did. And, see, this right here is the reason I'm going to keep it. Like, come on. That's really cool. The fact that, sorry about that. I just had to get the base back on, but yeah, there's this charm with the things being on the bottom. Like, that's how you know this thing is special. The fact that it has all the Sharpie on the bottom is pretty cool. So it's really cool. So I mean, it is just kind of your average little Winnie the Pooh inflatable. I mean, I like the tie here. It's pretty cool. The red is not great on this one. Yellow isn't all that good either. And I mean, I think outside the honey pot, everything is kind of bad. So yeah, that isn't great news. Most of it's not good. So yeah, this thing is on its last legs basically. So I mean, I don't really know what else to add here. So I know the school is kind of whacked up a little bit, but even with that, I still found appreciation from this. So thank you, Miss Zanchi, for all this, and I'm gonna try to preserve it as much as I can. And thank you enough. You gave it to a guy who's gonna care about this stuff, so you gave it to the right person. So thank you very much. But anyways, I don't think I have much else to say here. I think I said everything I need to say, so I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.